Hello, thanks for the click. This video is a follow-up to my previous two Camtasia tutorial videos. If you missed those, make sure you go back and check them out. One is a how to actually create videos using Camtasia, and the other is how to add cursor effects. In this video, I want to focus on how to save, export, and publish your videos once you're done creating them in Camtasia. Again, I appreciate the click. If you're looking for a free virtual assistant, consider subscribing and clicking the bell. So let's get started. Now, first things first, I want to make sure that we're on the same page when we talk about saving a video file in Camtasia. What that kind of sounds like is you're asking, how do I export the file so I can play it outside of Camtasia? Otherwise, we're really just saving the Camtasia project file by going File, Save, Done. But what I assume you're actually asking is how to create a video file so I can play it back on my computer or maybe put it on Instagram or up on YouTube, etc. This is what you do. Click on the share button up top, then click on local file. Once we choose custom production settings, we're going to click next. And then we're going to click this option MP4. Now, if you want to save this as a different file, maybe you require a Windows Media file or an AVI file, or you want to create an animated GIF or simply export the audio and choose M4A file, you would select the appropriate file type here. For this example, I'm going to click on MP4 file and then click next. On the controller tab, we're going to uncheck the produce with controller settings because we don't need to do that. This actually comes in handy when you're exporting to screencast.com, which is TechSmith's proprietary cloud hosting platform. TechSmith owns Camtasia. So if you want to actually export and use their hosting service, you can produce your own controller, meaning the pause, the play, the forward, and the back buttons. We don't want to do that here. We're just exporting the file so that it exists on the computer. So we're going to uncheck the produce with controller button and then go to the size tab. On the size tab, we've got the keep aspect ratio button checked, and we've got 1920 by 1080 as our video size. That's perfect. We're going to export a high definition video file. We're going to go over to our video settings tab because everything there looks good. On video settings, I actually might want to update my frame rate to 60 frames a second. So the video that I'm shooting right now, I'm shooting it at 60 frames a second. The defaults here, it looks like, are default of 30 frames per second. That's fine in this example. If we want to update it, we simply type in the value that we want to update this to, and that looks good right there. The only other option I would recommend you mess with here is the encoding quality. If it's not set to 100%, you might want to do that. I do like a higher quality file. Next, I'll click on audio settings. We want to make sure that the encode audio settings checkbox is checked and that the bitrate is set to at least 128. Anything below 128, you're going to get like this garbled, gooky audio, and it's not very good quality. 320 might be a little overkill, but I like it because it's the quality that I'm used to. 192 might be just fine. There are a few options in between, as we can see here. There are many options. I like to go with 320, and the lowest I like to go is 192. You can go 128 if you have to go low, behind or below 128 for any reason. Don't go lower than 96. 96 is like bare minimum. That's it. I recommend 128. I personally like to go with 320. I'm going to click next here. Now on this tab, you can choose to add additional video info. You can also choose to add a watermark to your video file. So if you click this, include watermark, and then click options, you can actually choose a photo file on your computer, and Camtasia is going to export the file with that photo embedded on the video itself. So we see down here in the lower right corner in the preview window, we've got the Camtasia watermark. Now we can move this watermark to anywhere on the screen that we choose. Lower right seems to be it's a custom area or where people typically put their watermarks. So you can choose the size, you can choose the opacity, how see-through it is, if it's not see-through at all, etc., etc. So play with that in your own time, but do know that that option is available to you when you're exporting your file. I'm going to uncheck this include watermark box, and I'm going to click next. Now, production name, we can name our video file. So Creative Commons stock music was the name of my previous video. If we want to name it something else, simply type in another name. And then under folder, we can choose where to export this video file to. Make sure when you choose, you do not forget where you told the video file to be exported to. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to find it. You're going to think you're going crazy. Maybe you are, but that's not the point of this video. So once you've selected the location, then you're going to click the finish button, and Camtasia is going to export that video file from the program onto your computer. Then once you're done with that, you'll have the video file. You can put it on YouTube, you can put it on your Google Drive, you can keep it on your computer, double click to play it. put it on your phone for Instagram or whatever social media you want to upload it to, and you're good to go. Now, there is another option out of Camtasia that, let's say you wanted to export a video file and then upload it to YouTube. What's nifty about Camtasia is that they actually have a publish option where you can publish directly from Camtasia over to YouTube. One of the benefits of this is you're not going to waste hard drive space on your computer. Let's say you're limited. It's going to go directly onto YouTube. You don't have to worry about opening up YouTube, importing the file, adding all the tags and description there. You can do it right within Camtasia. Pretty cool. To do that, we click on the share button up here. Then we click on YouTube. Now you can add the title, you can add a description, you can add the tags separated by a comma. If you want to update to private or unlisted, you have that option there as well. Once I click finish, Camtasia exports that file, publishes it to YouTube, and doesn't even touch my computer. The file doesn't live on my computer. Now, I like to actually keep a copy of the video on my computer because in case anything happens during the upload process or the project file crashes and is no longer able to be opened, that's a problem for me. So I like to actually do the export setting first and then manually do it to YouTube. But if you want to just publish directly from Camtasia to YouTube, by all means, go ahead. Now, if you're looking for additional help on how to become a better creator and you want someone to show you how to do it, check out the video on the screen right now. I'll just sit here and wait.